common play is to open with an air superiority fighter. The idea is simple. This unit will help deal with helicopter all-ins, bomber openers, and other air superiority fighters. In this video, I will argue that this defensive style of play is not only bad, but also pointless. So, part 1. What are air superiority fighters for? The role of an air superiority fighter is to deal with the other air superiority fighters. This way, your bombers can get through and deal damage without getting picked off. And because of this, air superiority fighters are often used to defend against the enemy's bombers as well. They have an offensive feature of other air superiority fighters and a defensive feature of bombers. Air superiority fighters are not effective against helicopters. Helicopters have VTOL, that is, vertical, take off, and landing. This allows them to quickly act as a ground unit with the land feature and as an air unit with change altitude. It means your air superiority fighters will be at a distinct disadvantage when jousting with this unit. As well, helicopters are far tankier than any other air unit. Because of this, it will take a lot of air superiority fighters to kill a single helicopter. Part 2. Why it's pointless. So if you are getting an air superiority fighter to catch people using sneaky helicopters, remember that helicopters tank a lot of damage. Also remember that by the time the sneakiness actually arrives at your door, you'll actually already have stuff ready for it. I'm referring to people sneaking helicopters along the mountains. That takes about 10 minutes to pull off. In 10 minutes, you can have a few units at your base that will be able to defend it very easily. Air superiority fighters are most ineffective at stopping early bombers. This is because when a person uses an early bomber in their build, they're willing to sacrifice it for an end. By the time your air superiority fighter kills it, it will have already actually used its payload and killed more units than your air superiority fighter would have by killing that bomber. A better solution is to use that early bomber or that fast helicopter or doing whatever they're doing other than air superiority fighters. Aggressive tactics pay off very well in early play. Defensive tactics do not. Defensive tactics are for your mid-game, for building up to that final push. They're not designed to be played at early game. So when you're thinking of air superiority fighter, this is the unit you pull out after you have gained your position, your forward position. If you're doing an opener, what you should be thinking is, how can I get to those high point positions? And that's it. My name is Troublemaker. I hope this was helpful. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And definitely like this video. See you guys next week for some more tactics.